rain, valley, the west, and there goes my microphone. Hang on a second, folks. My microphone fell over. Okay, let's see. Anyway, I had to bring that volume down. Here's some of the stories, some of the weather. You have a cold front in progress, and you guys are going to get some rain, thunderstorms accompanying that front. Moisture from Hurricane Vance west of Mexico gets injected into the system, causing pockets of heavy rain. Highs east, cold front, in the upper 60s to 70s to low 80s, Tuesday and Wednesday.
Log on to the Weather Channel's website at www.theweatherchannel.com. Type in your zip code and watch the Weather Channel. Check your local cable lineup for the number in your area. For weather on the 8th, 24/7. The Weather Channel. Now, the Gary Russell program. True news. That's not in the mainstream.
And good afternoon, everyone. A solo-based Tobal M intercontinental ballistic missile was launched at Plestik in Arkhangelsk Oblast on, this is Moscow time, 9:20 a.m. A dummy warhead hit its target on the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia in the far eastern corner, according to the Ministry of Defense. Defense adds that the Topol M missile is an extremely high accuracy to hit its target in destruction. According to TV2 Norway, Norwegians F-16s are scrambling from Bodø base for the second time this week, as a group of 4 Tu-95 strategic bombers were approaching from the northeast. Wednesday, a similar group of bombers flew southbound along the Norway's eastern coast. Along 4 tanker aircraft, 6 of those turning north again and proceeding home. The last 2 flew way over to the Portuguese airspace. According to a statement by NATO, Russians pose a high risk of civilian airspace. Tu-95s are a turboprop aircraft built during the Cold War, carrying nuclear weapons, and because it's a long range included in its strategic nuclear forces. People in the eastern United States are looking to the skies to see a meteor blazing across. It occurred yesterday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. That was on Monday night. And they said this could be seen over 12 eastern states. Report describes as a fireball with a greenish-white to white in color. There were no reports indicating that meteor hit. Oh boy, I just saw the picture of that meteor online too. Wow, that's huge, puppy. I'm talking about, wow. And this thing was big and it was blazing. And he said that there's no indication whatsoever that it hit its target. Okay? News you won't get anywhere else. GJRB News on the Hour.
Out there, the place to go is Reverb Nation. Reverb Nation, website purely devoted to new music from new artists from every town and every state in the U.S. If you're a solo artist and recording your own music, it's Reverb Nation. Stop on by, visit, listen to the music, check out the site, www.reverbnation.com. Put your music out there and gain an audience. Go to Reverb Nation for the best in new music. And remember, if you like your songs played on GJRB Online's Up and Coming, drop me an email at GaryJ65@yahoo.com. And I'll be playing your song on all GJRB online shows. Remember the name, Reverb Nation.
The weird, the strange, the bizarre, way out fun. Way out there. Another show coming soon on GJRB Online. Another Radio Land coming soon on GJRB Online. Attention, emerging bands and artists. Up and Coming is back, and on more often. I'm talking about the... Coming up, I had silence there for a minute. You know why? Because I forgot to turn my mic on. Imagine that. Isn't that so surprising? You know, I gotta get into the habit of turning my mic on so I can read my news. But I was reading the story about Islamic terror groups. There are at least 90 of them every minute on a new report that was found. The data revealed that in a survey conducted by the Saudi-based Sakina, which is an independent non-governmental group, is engaged in dialogue online as a way to combat internet radicalism. The results showed that terror groups such as Syrian's Islamic Liberian Front, Al-Nusra Front, Islamic State, uses radical social media to recruit new members and to spread their propaganda. Abdul Malam El Masawa, lead of the organization, revealed that 129,600 tweets were posted by the account's affiliate in terror groups in October 2014. As a result, at least 500 accounts believed to have been run by this group have been deactivated. Okay. And I had this, quoting a great disc jockey in Pittsburgh. Can I start over? Oh, brother. Okay. All right. That does it. I'm going to just let it go at that. Gary Russ and GJRB News. Attention, emerging bands and artists. Up and Coming is back, and on more often. I'm talking about the main show, featuring all genres. Send me your band's recordings or let me know where you're at, whether you're on SoundCloud, SoundClick, or Reverb Nation. And I will play them on Up and Coming. Listen for details on how your band can get on Up and Coming. For Up and Coming podcast on GJRB's public site or live. Watch for announcements closer to the approaching air date. Up and Coming, uploaded as a podcast or live. Saturday, November 29th on GJRB. After 1 year, the wait is over. Now join Pastor Ron Johnston and a panel of men and women to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy. In this world of chaos and upheaval, this is the program that puts it all into perspective. How will we survive? God only knows. So trust Him and listen to the last 7 days, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on GJRB Online. Next news at the bottom of the hour. Give God's praise. You're covered and informed. Now, GJRB brings you the Gary Russell program. Log on and tune in as I talk about the news, sports, entertainment, and much more. And now, the Gary Russell program. Is the mic on? Is the mic on? Yeah, the mic's on. I don't like when they do that. Do a whole news story with a mic off. Gotta learn to crank that mic up, bud. Oh boy, welcome anyhow. Just gotta learn, man. How long have I been doing radio anyway? You know? I would think to turn the mic on when it's time to talk. Good grief. Oh well, the schedule goes on, and when I make a mistake, I always quote a great disc jockey in Pittsburgh named Jack Boga. He used to always say, "Can I start over?" Yeah, I can start over if I want to. Do the news story again and just turn the mic on this time. I mean, it makes more sense. Anyway, welcome aboard. Hello, everyone. Hello, everywhere, all around the United States of America, Canada, Russia, wherever. Russia. You guys are sending ballistic missiles at us. Should I be talking to you? Anyway, welcome to the Gary Russell program on GJRB Online, all over the world, all over the nation, wherever you have internet, wherever you're connected, wherever you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Spreaker, and Google Plus every once in a while when you get there. I don't know. Seems like Google Plus is not posting my show for some reason. I don't know why. I just noticed that. I don't know. Anybody have Google Plus wonder why my show's not posting there? I don't know why it's not. It's just not. And I don't know why. I don't know. I got to figure that one out. But anyway, This is it. The Gary Wrestling program back on the air. I'm working on a new opening to this show. I haven't really got to it yet. I got a lot of production going on. And, I even left my recorder on, which maybe I could retrieve that news story and fix that opening. But anyway, I don't know. What makes sense now, because I already recognized the mistake. But anyway, like I said before, I'm planning on making a new opening for this show. I haven't really worked on it yet. It's been kind of quite a while. But here I am, the first Gary Wrestling program on the new computer. And the only thing is, there's like a slight delay in my voice, which makes me think that maybe perhaps I should turn it down and put it in this one, because otherwise I throw myself off when I talk. So I really don't need the monitor up that loud in my headphones. So I plugged it in out of the computer tower, because I have two plugs for my headphones, in the computer tower and in the speaker system. And I decided to disconnect and put it in the speaker system, because in the speaker system, at least I could turn my voice down and I don't screw myself by trying to talk like a robot, which I have been doing lately, even in my promos. You can tell I have my headphones on. But, this is where it happens. The Gary Wrestling program on GRP Online. This next couple of segments are going to be 15 minutes only. Basically because I want to keep up with it and be able to get my next newscast on at 3 o'clock. So I'm doing it 15-minute intervals. So this is my 15 minutes are just about up here. And the next one I'm only going to do 15 minutes. Although I could probably, being coming back up at 2:30, I thought maybe best if I just go 2:30 to 3 and wait 15 minutes, 3:15, and so on. But glad you can be with me. Happy to be with you. The Gary Wrestling program back on the air on GRP Online. Got a lot of things to talk about. Got a lot of stuff to catch up on. We got all that stuff happening. And we got a lot of good stories to talk about, including a young lady who is planning on committing suicide, assisted suicide, because she was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. She's 29 and she wants to do herself in. And on Friday's Gary Wrestling program, under the matter of opinion, I was going to do it as my last story here in this newscast, but I decided to change it because this is more of a matter of opinion story than it is a news story. So I'm going to be moving it over. It's a story that was posted by NPR, and it talks basically, and the story, the way I read it, is talking against her doing this. And I agree, because I think that she's diagnosed with terminal cancer, but used this last year's with her family. And don't think about committing suicide. That's just, I'm sorry, it's just not a way out. And we'll talk about that, okay? So we got that coming up next. And this show is only a GGRB exclusive, but Friday afternoon's Gary Wrestling program will be with our low-powered closed-circuit FM station, Talk FM 108. So, we'll be doing that on Friday with the FM. But for now, it's the Gary Wrestling program on GRP Online. Glad you could be with me today, and happy to be spending some time with you today. We have a lot of stuff to really catch up on.